Hi, friends. Hello, hello. Hi, welcome to my show. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, YouTube and Facebook, and anywhere else you're watching me right now. I just had a court hearing, a virtual hearing with immigration court that I finished. I ran a little late, but I'm here with you guys to talk about what's going on in immigration news for next month. So first of all, if you are here inside the United States and you want to file for a marriage case for a green card for marriage to a green card holder, there's good news. In May, the bulletin will be current in the category of spouses of green card holders. So if you're in status here, like a student visa or H-1B or TPS even or parole, you can file for a green card through marriage to a green card holder if your spouse is not yet a citizen, because it is current for people filing for adjustment of status. This has been a really good week for us. We won two big cases. One was a national interest waiver. One was a very hard case for a man for VAWA. So that's for something like abuse in a marriage to a U.S. citizen. So it was a hard case. We had a very difficult request for evidence. At first, it looked like that they were going to deny it, but we won it after we had a very complicated request for evidence, and we replied it. Just going to say some good mornings here. Good morning, my follower and friend Dream, the Dream. She always watches us every week, and I'm always very grateful for people who follow us all the time. Thank you for following us. Just waving to some people on Instagram. Let's talk about the news again. All right, let's talk about the news. So, we talked about the fact that Biden said he will expand healthcare coverage to DACA recipients. We talked about the new system they're testing out for asylum people who are in detention at the border and asking for asylum. Very soon, May 11th, Title 42 is ending. That's the COVID restriction on people entering at the border. So the government can no longer use that as an excuse to prevent people from entering. And so now they're going to try to just get through more cases by doing phone interviews with people in detention. The lawyer can be on the line, the interpreter can be on the line, and they want to try to get people moving at the border. But at the same time, it's much harder on the phone, but still people will have to adjust. Very concerning news about what Governor Ron DeSantis is doing in Florida. He's trying to pass all kinds of laws that will be very harsh for immigrants, like hiding illegal immigrants will be like a felony and all this stuff. And this is like news of things to come if he becomes a president. And there's a very strong consensus. People really think that Ron DeSantis might be the next Republican presidential candidate. And of course, Joe Biden already said he will run again for the next presidency. So we will see how that all goes down. Godchild says hi. Marlene says hello on YouTube. So I'm just saying hello, guys. If you have any immigration questions, every week we do the show. We do live news, immigration news, and we give you the opportunity to ask your questions. Now, of course, nothing I say here is meant to be any kind of legal advice to anyone. This is not legal advice, but it's educational. I always talk about how you can check how long you have to wait and what the different procedures are. And like this question right here, I can answer it, and this is not legal advice. It's just regular information. Aziz Elias says, USCIS sent me a medical exam, I-693, deficiency notice. What is the meaning? It probably either means that you did not include a medical, so they usually will give you a deadline by which you should drop off or mail in your medical. Usually the last step to your green card issuance is the medical. So this is really good news. Or it just means that the medical you provided had something wrong with it. So please schedule a consultation with us. We can review it with you and tell you what to do. My phone number is 718-769-6352. So of course, I can't tell you exactly what to do in your case, but the general idea is that the what do you call it? The general idea is that it could be a deficiency, meaning the form itself is something's wrong with it. Maybe the doctor didn't sign it, or some information is off, or you didn't include it. There's going to be something in Russian I'm going to do real quick. Tata with love говорит, ваш русскоязычный аккаунт вы скрыли для украинцев. Почему мне нужно что-то скрывать? Русскоязычный аккаунт marina.advokatessa. Это отдельный аккаунт. Найдите меня marina.advokatessa. Я не уверена, почему вы не видите. Очень извиняюсь. Но на следующей неделе в среду будет русскоязычный лайв на этом аккаунте. Возможно, мы проверим и поможем вам. I'm sorry, that was a Russian intervention because somebody wrote to me in Russian. They couldn't see my Russian account. Sorry about that, guys. All right, Dami Lola says, good morning. I am a Nigerian. When is the best time for my wife to start our filing? We've been married for 5 years. I don't know. Is your wife a U.S. citizen? Are you a U.S. citizen? So if you're married for 5 years, you are like a U.S. citizen or green card holder, you can file at any time. People file the next day after they get married. One second. One second. Okay. People file the next day after they get married, right? Oh my God. 1 second. I'm sorry. I have to do something on Instagram. 1 second. Marina. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so if you're a green card holder, you can file and then file the green card application, when the visa is current. And if you are overseas, abroad, then you don't file until the visa is current. There's a line. If you're here, the category will be current for adjustment of status next month, May. Good morning, says Christine. Hi, how are you doing? Shakboz Nurmirzaev says good morning. Thank you for watching on the English-speaking channel. I also have a Russian-speaking channel. I'm not Russian, I'm Ukrainian, but the language does not belong to Putin, okay? Or the Russian government. So I'm going to continue doing my Russian lives every other Wednesday. It's not today, it's next Wednesday for my Russian-speaking people. And I love my English-speaking people. We have about, actually, I would say 60% English-speaking clients and 40% Russian-speaking clients. So I'm so happy that YouTube lets me talk to people across the United States and across the world. Tell me where you're from. Drop me a comment now. DTPK says, hello, hello, will I have a problem getting approved for a marriage green card if I got Obamacare? Absolutely not. This is a great question. I'm actually going to do a whole video about it later today. So if you see me in a video in this outfit, know that you reminded me that I was planning to do the video today about government benefits for, somebody's from Crimea, Ukraine. I think it's Ukraine too, Kate. Thank you so much. Crimea is Ukraine. Anyway, I've been to Crimea, Ukraine when I was a kid. I visited Ukraine, Crimea many times. I'm from Kiev and I went to Crimea many times. So I will do a video later today for government benefits for immigrants. What are you allowed to get? And, hint, hint, almost anything you can get now. If you're an immigrant, you will not be denied for a green card. The only exception is long-term nursing home or rehab. If you're going to go to a hospital or rehab for a long, long time, you're not allowed to use Medicaid for that. That might be a problem, but then again, if it was an emergency, a life or death situation, you'll probably still be okay. All right. Let's move on. Damilola says that his wife is a U.S. citizen. So you married for 5 years. Your wife is a U.S. citizen. You should absolutely file immediately. Your wife can call our office. The phone is on the bottom, and finally get you here to United States. All right. Another viewer of mine that watches me all the time is Porfirio Diaz. Good morning, Bonita. In Spanish, Bonita means beautiful woman. Thank you so much. What happens if I get the green card and I'm out of the country? I heard that once you get your green card, your advance parole ends immediately. No, I think that if you get your green card and you want to come back, you can use your advance parole and come back. They're not going to say no to you, especially because, you're a green card holder now. You'll be okay. Don't worry. Fiona says, can somebody in the U.S. apply for a DV lottery? Any news about the amnesty? If you're in the U.S., you can apply for a DV lottery. The problem is if you win, you're still going to have to do the interview and then I scratch that. You can apply for a DV lottery. If you're here in status, you can get the green card here through adjustment of status. If you entered without a visa, you're going to have to leave, and that might be a big problem. You might not be able to come back. So essentially, I don't know if it's worth doing anything if you're here for a long time and the DV lottery is playing. I don't think it's worth even paying the low fee that it is. And as far as the amnesty, I haven't heard really any news. I'm sorry. My friend who I know in real life, Inga, says that I look gorgeous today. Thank you so much, Inga. Inga is so beautiful. She lost so much weight recently, and she seems to be super happy. And she is a twin mom like me. I have twins, and she has twins. My twins just turned 14 this week. It was their birthday on Monday. So my girl twins turned 14. It was a great day. I actually only went to work for a few hours and I spent it with them. Thank you so much. And Inga has twin girls as well. So that's great. Sharbol says, my case was transferred to a new USCIS office and it's been almost a month. In the system, it still shows that the transfer notice has been sent. My question is, how long does it take for a new office to start working on my case? It might take a few months because they're transferring to make it faster, but it's not like an automatic thing that immediately they will start working on it. They transferred it and they'll get to it when they do, If you want to write me what case type you have, what forms you have filed, like is it I-130, I-485, I will look it up and show you how I check how long your wait should be. DTPK says, I think even if with Trump's public charge rule, people get an Obamacare and to be approved for green card. I agree. Even with the public charge rule, Obamacare, but okay, so the exception is DTPK. I can argue with you that the Obamacare can make you eligible for Medicaid. You can apply through Obamacare and get Medicaid. Under Trump, that would have been a problem, but now, no problem. Even with Obamacare, you're good. Even with Medicaid, most of the time you're good. And Christine says, happy birthday to my twin girls. Thank you so much. We had a great day. I bought them these crowns, these tiaras and these medals that says happy birthday and these pink fluffy boas. They did a picture and took everything off. At 14, their mother embarrasses them. So no, they didn't wear anything I got for them. All the fun accessories to school. They gave me a dirty look, took everything off, and went to school as normal teenagers do. But my girls are very cute. They're good students. I'm very proud of them. Crypto update from Nigeria says, MFEs, I'm from Nigeria. Welcome to my show. I have a lot of friends in USA, and I wish to move to USA to start a new life. I'm not sure how I can help you. Honestly, to move here, you usually will need a sponsor or some way, to move here. Just because you have a lawyer, it doesn't help, It doesn't help to have a lawyer. Shahboz says, thank you very much. Yeah, post, Shahboz, please write in the comment what case tag you have. I'll try to see how long you should wait. YouTube user says, I'm a U.S. Army veteran. Thank you for your service, sir. I filed a military parole in place for my wife who did not have a visa. So just real quick, I'm going to take it off and then add it back on. People who have a spouse in the military are allowed to get forgiveness for entering without a visa. It's called military parole in place. You ask the government to please forgive the wife because the husband is a U.S. Army veteran. All right, let's get back to it. So he filed for military parole in place for my wife who did not have a visa when she entered the U.S., and they've been waiting for 20 months. How long should we wait? Sometimes these things take 3 years, 2 years, 2.5 years. I'm so sorry. Nothing we can do. Just wait. The Dream says hi and sends me hearts. Thank you so much. Inga says it helps to have a lawyer if you already have a plan on how to move to USA. That is very true. That is very true. This is to answer the question from, I have actually on Instagram, the same question from Fizzy Digital. He says he's from Nigeria and has been trying to come to USA for years. And the same thing here from Crypto says, I am a Fiz from Nigeria and he wants to come to US to start a new life. If there's no plan, I cannot help you. I cannot sponsor you. You need a sponsor. We can do the paperwork. We help you get the green card, but whatever. Oh, okay. So you have the I-360 VAWA. VAWA is taking 33 months. So if you filed, let's say, for example, January 1, 2022, we add 33 months to that date. Once your VAWA is approved, it might still be an additional 8 months to a year, sometimes a year and a half, for you to get the green card. I recently worked with somebody who had really bad luck. So first we filed his VAWA. VAWA took like 4 years. Then we filed for his green card. Then the pandemic happened and nothing was happening. So he told me he measured from the beginning when he just first came to see me. First we filed for a marriage case for him. We waited for like a long time, but then his wife started abusing him. We switched from marriage to VAWA. So he said to me from the beginning when he filed for marriage, then he went to VAWA, then we were waiting for his green card based on VAWA. All that took like 7 years. However, when you have a pending VAWA, Shakboz, you might be able to get your green card filed and get advanced parole. So at least, yes, you're still waiting for a green card, but you can travel, leave the United States and come back safely. Now, people ask me, is it really safe to use the advanced parole if I'm waiting for a green card? Maybe you, before filing, overstayed your visa. Maybe you don't have a visa. But traveling is safe with an advanced parole. And this brings me back to my friend Porforio here, who's got a really great profile. Let me find him here. Oh, I lost his comment now, Porforio. Here. He says that he actually had a VAWA approved. I know because we talk all the time when I have the show. He had his VAWA approved. He has waiting for his green card, and he's afraid that when he travels on advanced parole, at that time his green card will be approved. But your advanced parole, if it's valid, they will let you back in the country. Okay, don't worry. Fluffy Royce with a beautiful cat here in the avatar. By the way, I'm allergic to both cats and dogs, but it's funny. My husband and I have different allergies. So he's extremely allergic to cats, and I'm extremely allergic to dogs. Like, if there's a cat, I can be like okay for a while. If there's a cat, he will die within like 8 minutes. He starts to swell and everything. And in reverse for dogs. If there's a dog, he can be with the dog the whole day. He's fine. But if there's a dog for me, I start to swell. My eyes, my mouth, my lips start to like blow up, and I get very allergic very quickly. So anyway, Fluffy Roy says, hi, if I'm out of status, can I get a green card? I had a few videos, but I think I'm going to record a new video. Today, you guys are asking amazing questions. I'm actually going to record a video. Out of status, greeting card, and benefits for immigrants. So I have to record 2 videos today because your guys' questions reminded me. So this is how I get the topics for my videos, by the way. If you're wondering, how does Marina know what to talk about in her videos? This is how Marina knows. Okay, if you're out of status and you want a green card, there's several ways. Number 1, file for asylum. Number 2, maybe you were a witness or victim, sadly, of a crime and you cooperate. You can help the government. You can help the prosecutor, the district attorney. That's a U visa. If your employer is withholding your passport, or you came in here to do work and they treated you badly, or if you're working in really bad conditions, you can get a T, like Tanya, trafficking visa. So asylum, U visa, trafficking visa. If you're married to a US citizen or a green card holder and your spouse is abusing you, treating you badly, and okay, yesterday I did a consultation. So the guy says, I've been married for less than 2 months to my spouse, and she says if I don't give her money, she will leave. That is not abuse, guys, okay? Just to be clear, I'm not saying that if your wife just wants money from you, that's abuse. However, if there's a different situation and the wife says, if you don't give me money, I will get you deported, beating you up, sometimes not touching you, but humiliating you, financially abusing you, taking your money away, controlling your money, but like forcefully, not saying I'm just gonna leave quietly. Okay, that's abuse. You can get a VAWA green card. So if you overstayed, you can get a VAWA green card. If you have kids born here or a spouse who's a citizen with medical problems, with special needs, and you live here over 10 years, you can get a green card through cancellation of removal. And I'm sure there's other ways, but this is just some of these. If you have a family petition or work petition for a green card and you came into US before 2001 and had something filed before April 2001, you could do an amnesty based green card. So listen, call us and we can do a consultation and we can figure out if you're out of status. This is the question for Fluffy Royce. How can you get a green card? We can figure it out. 718-769-6352. You can text us 718-215. What's the text number? I forgot. 718-215. This is for texting. I forgot the texting number. 9447. And check out our website, shapelskilaw.com. A lot of your questions are going to be answered in some of my videos here on YouTube, on our website, but for specific individual consultation, please don't hesitate to call our office. And my friend Inga says that she has a Shih Tzu and the dog is hyperallergenic. Guess what? I'm allergic to Shih Tzus. I'm allergic to Shih Tzus. I'm allergic to Yorkies. I'm allergic to poodles. All those dogs that supposedly have like human hair and non-allergic, I'm allergic to them. I think that I'm allergic not to the hair, but to their skin. So yeah, so my husband's parents had a very cute, I don't even know, but they also said that it was hyperallergenic dog. They have a relative who came over and the dog was fine, and she was very allergic to dogs, and she wasn't allergic to him, right? So they said, this dog is fine, Marina. My relatives she has really bad allergies and she was fine with this dog. Guess what? I was very allergic to this dog. I was scratching my eyes. I was itching. I started swelling. I immediately, when I come over, it's okay. I just take a pill. And sadly, when we were visiting Florida 2 weeks ago, because we have a place in Florida, because we have a lot of family in Florida, and we have a second home in Florida. So when we were visiting 2 weeks ago, the dog had to be put down because it was so old. It got lung cancer. It was dying. So the doctor put it down. It was really sad. I love dogs and cats, but I can't have any. I'm sorry. If you're a dog or cat person, I think you're a really good person, because I feel like a dog or cat is like a baby, and I had 3 babies, and I know, and they never grow up. Your kids grow up. At this point, my kids can cook their own meal as long as we get them the ingredients, you know. They can take care of themselves, they can feed themselves, you know, but dogs and cats never can. So you're always taking care of them. Mr. Juan says, hello, hi, how are you? I'm still going to be here for another 5 to 10 minutes. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, the boy Yoti 90077 says he has a question. You could just post the question. I will be happy to answer it. All right. Yeah, it is sad. Inga says it's so sad that I can't have dogs and cats. It's true. It's true. But look, usually if I take a pill, an allergy pill, I can do a few hours. So it's not that bad. I'm trying to see your question, Crypto, but I didn't see. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Marlene said good morning. Good morning, Marlene. I'm not sure if I said hello to Marlene yet. People who are saying good morning, I will always say good morning back. Oh, Crypto says his question is at the top. Okay, let me see. Crypto. It's weird. I don't see your question, Crypto. I'm looking. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Crypto update says, ma'am, it's Hafiz again. I have a U.S. citizen who's willing to help me, but I don't know how to go with it or know the process of the paperwork. If you're dating somebody, the person, the U.S. citizen, you can get a fiance visa. If you're dating, if you're in a relationship, you can do an I-129 form for a K-1 fiance visa, or you could get married and file like that. Crypto says, do you think I need a lawyer to put us on the line, or what to do to archive this? If you're dating, you should have evidence that you're dating. You should have your phone conversations, you know, like a record. You're texting. You have to show that you met in person. You have pictures together, and then she can file for you, or even he, a male, can file for you for a fiance visa. By the way, I don't know if you guys know, but we represent a lot of LGBTQ people from all countries, and we successfully get people green cards in same-sex marriage. So 2 men or 2 women. We work with the trans and gay community and queers and intergender, whatever it is. We welcome diversity in the United States, and we help people get green cards. Now, what's interesting is, if you've heard that marijuana, the drug marijuana, is mostly legalized in most states now, right? But for federal law, it is not legal. So if you have a job having to deal with cannabis dispensary or marijuana dispensary, you might get denied for a green card or citizenship. So go figure, you know? All right, I see some more questions here. The dream says that my abusive husband kicked and killed my son's dog. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. I love pets, and I know that pets are part of your family. You must have been so upset. I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you, the dream. Ivan Petrovich says, hello, if TPS will extend, how long will it get to get a new work permit? Right now, work permits are taking between 4 months to like a year and a half sometimes. Juan says, in 2001, my aunt did a family petition for my mom, and I was included. Am I protected by 245I? Can I get a work permit? So Juan, you need like a new petition to be filed for you, like a work petition, a work green card petition, or a green card petition. And then the fact that you came in without the papers, you can probably get forgiveness from this 245I, like iPhone, amnesty. But I can tell you in the show, you should call us for a consultation. And if you don't have like a family or an employment case right now, that's not going to help you get the work permit. Maybe you could get DACA, but now it's too late. You know, that no new DACA cases are being accepted. Alero Jimenez says, waiting for work permit. Any changes? No. I can, you know what I can do? I can show you, I haven't done that yet today. I can show you the processing times. This is about the TPS work permit and generally about the work permit. So this is how I check how long you would have to wait. Okay, let me show you by sharing my screen. Okay, so I go to this website, processing times. It's right from uscis.gov, the official website for US government, USCIS, uscis.gov. Then I go and I find the work permit form. That's the I-765. Okay, I-765, application for employment authorization. So let's see for okay, 1 second. I want to check about TPS. TPS doesn't show specifically about TPS. No, it doesn't. It's not here. H1B. All right. TPS. If you're the National Benefit Center, approximately 6.5 months it will take you, approximately. But if your case ends up in the Potomac Service Center, 17.5 months. So as I said, it could be between 4 to a year and a half, 4 months to a year and a half. Okay, but this is a different question here. This is a work permit. Let's say your work permit is based on a green card. Okay, so then I will look at the category. It's going to be C09, and that's family based on family. So it's right here, based on the pending I-485 adjustment application. And let's say you're in California Service Center. 18.5 months it's taking to get a work permit. Now, how do I know this field office or service center? You got to look on your biometrics notice or your receipt notice for your work permit application, form I-765. In the lower left corner of the letter, you will see the address of the service center working on your case. And that's the service center you put in here. All right. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing right now. Next question. Crypto says, she's not my girlfriend. She's like a mom to me. We only met 3 years ago. I don't think there's anything we can do then. Just because she's your friend, she cannot sponsor you. I'm sorry. Ivan says, any way how to adjust status through employment for TPS holder after many years of overstayed visa? I'm a truck driver. Thank you. It's a new area for us. If you have an employment petition, you could probably get status here if you didn't overstay. Oh, you said you did overstay a long time. Probably not. So if before TPS you had an overstay for a long time, you probably won't be able to get your green card here in the United States or abroad, because if you leave, then all that time will be counted against you. So no. Okay, and final question for today is from Fluffy Royce. Hi, ma'am, it's me again. What about the tourist visa but overstayed that visa? Nurse by profession, can a hospital clinic petition for me if I'm out of status and I have a U.S. citizen baby? Fluffy Royce, with a U.S. citizen baby, if the baby has special needs or health problems, once you're here in the U.S. over 10 years, you can file for cancellation of removal through the child. But if you overstayed your visa, the work green cards are completely out of question for you. You're not going to be able to get anything if you're out of status. Okay, on Instagram, ma'am, I'm from India. I'm doing 3 years course, and then I will do 2 years master's in India. Then can I get the H-1B visa to come to US for a job? If you have a sponsor in US, yes, you can get the US H-1B non-immigrant visa. The sponsor company can invite you here for a job, and then yes, you can get it. Okay. So that's the answer to your question about the H-1B visa. I think I will end our show today on this note. We talked about a lot of things. I will be recording 2 videos for you guys, and you can see them in a couple of weeks. You inspired me with some topics. This is why I love doing this show. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Next week, I will see you on Wednesday at the same time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.